Okay, well, I bought the policy 16, 17 years ago. It was very reasonable. I bought it when my wife and I were both younger, which gave me the better rate. And the company I was with for 14 years, there was no increase, which was pretty rare. I do have a tax service, and I work with a lot of people who have seen increases steadily since they bought them, to the point that some of them are thinking about not buying it anymore because it's getting to the point they can't afford it. And I guess I was so pleased that mine had not thrown in a big increase. They threw in one 2 years ago, but it was only small. It was like 16%. So that took my premium, and I'll give you some exact numbers here, from $1,400 to $1,700. That's annual premium for my wife and myself. Then just a month ago, I got a letter from my carrier, and they went up another 68%. So if you add those two together, since I bought it 16 years ago, until through this increase, the premium would have doubled. So rather than accepting the $1,200 increase per year, I decided to determine if it was the right thing to do or not, because they gave me actually an option. They said, you can keep your current insurance exactly as it is and pay us $1,200 more a year. Or you can keep your rate the same at $1,700, but we're going to reduce your annual incrementing, that is the cost of the living increments. When I got into it, my premium was, my payout was $100 a day, but it went up 5% every year. So right now, I would actually get $207 a day for either assisted living, a nursing home, or in the case of like Cindy's other unit over here, a memory care unit, it would have paid up to $207 as of today. So I looked at that, and I know the prices of staying in a place like this or staying in either a nursing home or a memory care, because in my tax service I deal with a lot of people who have had significant increases in their premiums, but we never took time to analyze, or maybe they never had the option to stay at the same premium, but instead of getting a 5% annual cost of living, drop it to 3.5. So I made the analysis of, do I want to increase it, pay the extra, or do I want to just drop down to 3.5%? But when I looked at the rates around here for both of these different care levels, I found that I was probably 5 years ahead of what they are here. So I could, 5 years down the line, I would still be good at my $207 a day. So then I projected it on out, extrapolated on out to 10 more years. And it turns out that at the worst case, if it actually does go up 5%, the very worst case, I mean it could go worse than that, but that's all my insurance would have done, I could be out for both she and I in a nursing home. It would cost me an additional $20,000 a year in the worst case. In the best case, it would be full coverage. And so I looked at the assets that I had, would I have the money to pay for a $20,000, and I had assets that would cover that. Therefore, it didn't make sense for me to start paying a 67% increase, which is what this would be, when I don't see the value at the end of the tunnel.